Like Black Friday, up to 43% of US e-commerce orders are fake. Did you know that? This channel is broken. In 2021, this is the first half of this year, the digital fraud doubled in the US over the year before. This channel is bust. This is a car crash. We are in the first days of digital payments, and this really seriously needs sorting out. I mean, this isn't just slightly broken. Put up your hands if you had your own identity stolen. You have. I have. That's 2 out of maybe 50 in this room. That's actually pretty high. I think we would think we are sophisticated, cyber-aware, robust, who has sensible passwords, right? I'm sure your systems are as good as mine, and I'm pretty cool, but my identity was stolen. Do you know how many times it was stolen? 6 times. Each time I won it back, it took about 3 days. An hour later, they stole it back. They said, I'd like to complain. Someone who's just stolen my identity. It's the crook. He's stealing my identity back. Went on and on for a very long time. By the way, in terms of hacking, for large institutions, the average length of time to detect the intrusion is 207 days. In some cases, up to 8 years. And they said, well, of course, we'll just do our disaster recovery. I said, yeah, with what? We back up every night. So which night are you going to go back to? Well, I guess about sort of 6 weeks ago. Yes, and that's probably contaminated too. Do you know how early this attack happened? Well, I mean, probably about 3 weeks ago. So when Yahoo published that it had lost, was it 3 billion names and addresses? Did you notice the date? I always want to know the date when it happened and versus the date of the announcement. What was the difference in the dates? Do you remember? I think it was 3 years. 3 years. So when you have to go back that far, of course, no wonder the disruption is long. So it can take 55 days on average for an organization to recover. But of course, what's the most important thing a bank sells? Emotion, linked to the biggest word of all, which is trust. And unfortunately, that's the biggest risk here. It's not the damage to the infrastructure. It's not the 55 days of nuisance. It's the reputational risk. So we're back where we started, which is small things really, really matter. Whether it's attracting the weight of attention or the equivalent of it in intercepting a mobile call, or being able to sort things out so that people really feel confident that their data is going to stay the same.